friends. I'm going to make something extremely simple for lunch today. I'm going to make tuna salad, but I'm going to make it a different way. When we were down in South Carolina, I ordered a tuna salad sandwich from a little restaurant in Conway, and it was so delicious. I've tried to recreate it ever since. When I was a kid, I liked chunk light, probably in mercury, tuna fish, flaked all up with Hellman's mayo, smashed to bejesus, and put it on white bread. There was nothing better than a tuna fish sandwich that was made in the morning and we had it at lunchtime. I also loved bologna and American cheese and mayonnaise at room temperature. My sister and I used to talk about how much we loved them. Looking back, we lived. I don't know, we had some crazy food back then. I am not making that today. I'm starting with a sustainably caught, wild caught tuna. Yes, they're more expensive because everything that's good for us is more expensive. This is Wild Planet albacore. Of course, the can is upside down. I don't know why they put the lid on the bottom. Wild Planet albacore wild tuna. It's not like chunk light. It's a drier tuna. It's hardly any liquid in it. It comes in a big chunk. It's like as fresh as can be. The take on it in South Carolina, and you guys from the South must know this, or maybe somebody in the North knows this, they put a hard-boiled egg in their tuna salad. So when I had it, I was like, oh, this ups my protein game big time. So I'm smashing a hard-boiled egg into one can. And when I tasted this, there's more. I was like, what is making this so good? Well, I asked the waitress and she said, they put a lot of things in it. So I'm going to try to recreate it for you today. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge for myself for some lunch later, or on a cracker, on a rice cake, on my David's Killer bread. But this is how I've been making it ever since I came back from South Carolina, because as I've told you before, I'm trying really hard for high protein. So they add in red onion and celery. I didn't have red onion today, but I have a scallion, so I'm going to add that. Since it's only one can and one egg, I'm going to add in one stalk of celery and one scallion. What was your favorite lunch when you were a kid, besides peanut butter and jelly, tuna fish, and bologna and cheese? To this day, I still like all three of those. So this sandwich, when I had it, I thought there's crunch, there's sweetness, there's creaminess, there's richness, there's a ton of protein. It was on the best sourdough bread. I don't have that today. I forgot the name of the restaurant, but if I can remember it, I will post it if you're down in Conway. I'm sure everybody in Conway knows exactly what it is, because, so there's my scallion and my celery, all chopped up and ready to go. Now, this is where I just make a judgment call, because this is regular sweet pickle relish, Mr. Olive's sweet pickle relish. I don't do a lot of sugar, so I'm only going to do 1 teaspoon. And then mayonnaise. I've tried light mayonnaise. I've tried all different mayonnaise. I'm a Hellman's girl all the way. So I'm going to start with a tablespoon and a half and see how dry it is. That's why I said make a judgment call and decide how you like your tuna salad. I can't tell you the difference. Just adding the egg in here does. I don't know what it is. It might be something that grosses you out. But for me, it works for my diet. It works for what I like. It just works, and they're onto something. In the South, I guess they put an egg in a lot of things. Did you ever know they put eggs in their stuffing, like their stuffing for turkey? I don't know. It's called dressing down there. What I did love about being in South Carolina, the difference between South Carolina and the North is big. If you go to a restaurant here, because I worked many restaurants waitressing, your choices of sides are steak, baked potato, french fries, or rice. Starch, 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 and starch. So I'm like, when you're in the South, they have all sorts of great food on their menus, and they'll say something like, would you like to choose a meat and 2 sides? We go to another restaurant called Victoria's Diner in Myrtle Beach. $8.99, no lie. Pick your meat, pick your sides. Comes with your iced tea or your coffee. Here's what I would get, let's just say I had tuna salad. Tuna salad, you could pick 2 other sides. It could come with broccoli salad and baked beans. It comes with either a cornbread, a roll, or maybe garlic bread or something. They do lasagna, they do hamburger steak. So Dave got hamburger steak with sauteed onions on top, and a baked potato, a tossed salad, a cup of coffee, and a corn muffin, and that was $8.99. The place is delicious and crazy. So what they do down there, I guess what I was getting at was they offer you, every day they have your basic baked potato, steak, fries, and rice, but they also have 10 vegetables to choose from. Maybe the people in the South are thinner than the people in the North because they eat a lot of veggies. Just a thought. We don't offer them. In fact, some restaurants around here, if we say we want a vegetable, they want to do an upcharge. Or if you want spinach instead of potatoes, there's an upcharge. I guess I get that. After working there, they can get potatoes by bulk, but there's a lot of people trying to do a lower carb, healthier eating. We don't have a lot of options to do that around here. I kid you not. Their menu will show you the starch sides, and then it'll show you 10 vegetables. It'll be salads, different salads. It'll be like a broccoli salad, a pineapple salad. There's squash casseroles. There's sweet potato casserole. I mean, yes, those are casseroles with sugar and butter probably, but the fact that they offered butter beans or baked beans, or just so many great choices for veggies to get your fiber and your nutrients in. Lunch is done. So this is my tuna salad. Doesn't need anything. Mayonnaise doesn't need anything. It's got scallions, it's got an egg, it's got tuna fish, some relish, some maybe pepper I'll put in that. And I would put this on a rice cake. I would put this on crackers. I will put this on all those things. I'm not sure. I would say that this makes 2 good servings for me. I would split that in half. There's 2 lunches. 1 can of tuna, 1 egg, 1 scallion, 1 celery stalk, 1 teaspoon of relish, 1.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I just made that in the time I was talking to you about lunch. Thanks for watching. I love you guys.